can't.
What up, fam? It's your boy CJ Richardson. I got my man Rodney Jones Bay sitting in with me tonight. And this is the NFL Week 3 recap, man. I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I'm smelling good. I want to thank the first few people that jumped on the post. I see we got Reginald Lewis out here. He says, how about them Cowboys? We got Sydney Henson. Sydney says, hey, CJ. We got Amanda. Amanda says, has anybody seen the New York Giants? We got Karen Snyder on here. Victory Tuesday. How about them Cowboys? That's what I'm talking about. Cowboy Nation. Ellis Connor has tuned in. What's happening, Ellis? Hey, look, this is the People Show, man. It's an interactive show. You can be a part of the show. All you got to do is hit me up, and I can send you the link, and you can be on board with us. So if this is a show that you find that you would like to be a part of, it's a weekly show. You know, and it's not just a Cowboy show. I'm just a Cowboy fan. You know what I'm saying? What up, G Money? We got George Bates on here. What up, man? Cowboy Nation. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna recap this week's Cowboy action. We'll take a look around the league, and then we'll get ready for the Pork Skins, the Redskins, the Salamanders, the Commanders, the Commodores, the Washington football team, whoever they are. You know what I'm saying? But let's get right into it. First of all, I got to welcome my guest tonight, man. What's up, Rodney Jones Bay? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. What's up, CJ?
Man, you know I'm chilling. It's hard being a Cowboy fan. Hey, before we get started, man, I got this little video, right? So I went to Walmart yesterday. I was just minding my own business, y'all. I won't bother nobody. I had my Cowboy gear on because y'all know I stay decked out in Cowboys gear. So I had all my gear on. Everybody just looking at me. This is before the game. Everybody looking at me, right? Talking smack. I mean, like they was talking like that real sugar honey iced tea. And I'm walking proud. I got it all on. But I went back today. Made a little video. I got to show y'all real quick. Everybody looking. But ain't nobody saying nothing. You know why? Because I'm a Cowboy fan. And we just beat up on the Giants. Run, tell it. So I'm walking around through the Walmart, minding my business. And when I tell you, when I say I'm coming back, I don't care where I'm going. I'm going back. I was just minding my own business, man. Hey, we got that first reaction, Rodney. Tell me how you feeling today after that Cowboy win,
man. I am feeling great, man. That was a total team win. I'm feeling good, baby.
I know that's right. I'm feeling good too, man. Hey, look, we got a starting lineup of injuries. You know what I'm saying? So the thing that gets me excited is like we beat the Giants, the formerly undefeated, running their mouth, big blue Giants. We didn't have Michael Gallup, Tyron Smith, Dalton Schultz, Dak Prescott, our safety curse, lineman McGovern, or Nishan Wright. And we still got the victory. This Cowboys team is a little bit better than people give them credit for. How do you feel about that?
I totally agree. We're playing total team football.
Right.
It just seems like they are well prepared, especially on defense. You know, nobody's looking like, oh, you know, like you. I thought you were supposed to have that. Everybody's on one accord,
exactly,
pretty much. And they're playing for each other.
Right. Speaking of defense, you know defense wins championships, right?
Yes, sir.
But CJ loves a good offense as well. I just had to put that out there, you know. But anyway, man, you were absolutely right. But guess what we also got to see yesterday? A D-Law sighting. DeMarcus Lawrence showed up and was the guy that I always wanted him to be. I know you got to tell me something about that, Rodney. You got to tell me something about that.
Three sacks. He had like 4 pressures. Yes, he was at it all night. I love the energy.
And that's what we need going forward. We need guys like D-Law. Hey, don't forget my boy Armstrong on the other side.
And bash him.
Hey, that front seven is a beast. Now, I know everybody was a little bit heated because we kept letting Daniel Jones get his little 10, 11, 12-yard scampers, and some of them were on crucial times, but I thought it fit right into the game plan, as long as nobody else got behind us, no wide receivers got rack yards after the catch. I was okay with Daniel Jones getting those yards. I'm a bit frustrated at times, but however, looking back on the big picture, we gave him those. We spied him at the end, but the game was over. How did you feel when you saw Daniel Jones with those little scampers?
I mean, it worried me a little bit, but I'd rather him getting 8, 9 yards versus Barkley taking it 60.
Barkley got loose one time though.
He did, and we seen what happened. So
Exactly. But for the most part, the defense did a great job
they played
of
great.
bottling up
And
the run.
another good thing, I think Donovan Wilson balled out. He doesn't get a lot of shine,
Right.
but Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker,
Yeah, right.
one-on-one tackles
Were major.
were perfect.
They wanted to smoke. Got a few more comments we're gonna look at. Shirley Lyles Franklin said, "Hey guys, top of the evening to you both. Hey Shirley. MK Red, defense looks great. Sure
Yes,
does, man.
sir.
Reginald says defense did an awesome job. Shirley says Dez Bryant was there cheering us on. He got to cheer us on. He ain't getting no more job. Shirley says, yes, that's her boo. I guess Dez Bryant. Yeah, man. But it's good to see the old guys come back. But one guy we got to shout out real quick though, man. Cooper Rush. And
Yes.
I want to talk about this for a second, though. I got to talk about Cooper Rush. I can pull the tape. When we first re-signed Cooper Rush, a lot of Cowboys fans didn't like Cooper Rush. Why do we want Cooper Rush? Cooper Rush sucks. And what did I say? I said Cooper Rush knows the offense. It's a great, inexpensive way to have a backup quarterback. He's been in the system so many years now. It's about time he's running it efficiently, And then in the one mop-up duty he had against Minnesota, he did a fairly good job. So we shouldn't be complaining about Cooper Rush. What are your thoughts right now about Cooper Rush? And everybody, how do you guys feel about Cooper Rush right now?
I feel pretty good about Cooper Rush. He knows the offense. He has proven his worth.
Right.
Because in the past, we've had backup QBs come in when our QBs have gone down and they've played absolutely horrible. We can name 10 horrible backup QBs on our hands.
Right.
And Cooper Rush honestly has been the best in a long time.
Exactly.
So he's come in, he's doing what a backup quarterback is supposed to do.
Exactly.
So shout out to Cooper Rush for managing the game, not giving it away.
Right.
And leading us to victory.
Exactly. Here's one thing I want to say about Cooper Rush as well, man. Just like every team needs 2 good running backs, you need 2 good quarterbacks too, because you're only one play from your starting quarterback. As we've seen, game 1, Dak gets an injury. Nobody saw that coming.
Nope.
Cooper Rush steps in. A lot of people think, oh, the season is lost now. And he just exceeded all expectations. And when you said he's just managing the games, man, the boy is making big plays at key times in the game. So he's doing a little bit more than managing the games, He's playing mistake-free football for the most part. He hasn't been rattled, He was better than Daniel Jones last night,
Yes, sir.
And that was the difference in the game as well. Defense and Cooper Rush poise, I think, was the difference in the game. Now, one thing I do want to tell all the Cowboy fans watching all around the world, slow down. Dak Prescott is still the starting quarterback. He got injured. Cooper Rush did what QB2 does. You can't hold a clipboard forever. You just can't come to the game, eat pistachios for 6 years. Sooner or later, all that training,
your number gets called.
Next man up,
Yeah.
And when Dak gets healthy, he'll be QB1 again. Now, here's another thing. Dak Prescott. How many more weeks do you think we should wait before he comes back? They're saying he took the stitch out of the arm, out of the finger, and Jerry Jones is pushing people. You know how that goes.
Oh yeah.
How many more weeks?
And we've seen him do that in the past with Romo when he broke his collarbone in 2015, and
Right.
he re-broke it Thanksgiving against the Carolina Panthers.
Rushed him back.
I want to know what the doctors really want him back at, not what
Right.
Jerry Jones thinks. I hear week 5, but I think, but initially they were talking like week 6
Got
through
it.
8.
Okay.
So I
So
mean, if
that
we
so that
can
means
be,
Cooper Rush gets the Commanders and the Rams, and
yeah,
then Dak will come back Eagles game.
yeah. So
Okay.
we just need to go ahead, mop up the Commanders, and wait on Philly. Divisional games are very important
Right.
right now.
Right. Okay. I feel kind of like the same way. Whenever he's cleared by the doctors and he's actually good to go, we should bring Dak Prescott back. No need in rushing it. I think we were thinking if we could go 500 with Cooper Rush anyway, that would be a victory, holding the fort down till Dak got back. But we've actually exceeded that expectations, you know what I'm saying? And hey, go Cowboys, go Cooper Rush, keep doing what you're doing. So I'm excited about that. Also, if George Bates is still on here, I need him to pop into the messenger too. Because we're trying to have a watch party this week. And City's Bar and Lounge would be the perfect place to do that at. So I need, if George Bates is still
And what
here.
about Howard Scarborough?
Well, we don't want to talk. We don't need Howard. We're gonna bust Howard out. But another player. Okay, as we let's look at some of the comments first before I go into the players. She said that's Brian. Shirley Lyle says, "Yeah, I got that." Amanda says it's rush hour. That's right. Dennis West said the rush game looked great. Sean Brown says, "Hello, CJ. Hey, how you doing?" Dennis West says Rush is a solid backup. Okay. Veronica says, good evening. Yes, Cooper Rush stepped up last night. Great job, Rush. Yes. Christopher Tedder says Cooper Rush the best backup in the league right now. Okay. Daquan says he do good at controlling the game. George Harris says Cooper Rush had one job to do and he did it. Facts. Veronica says he played with confidence last night. I agree. He played with confidence last night. Let's see, get a few more in it. Curtis King says he knows the system. Great game management. I like that he's tough and stand in the pocket and make the right decision. He does, man. He actually does. And I think that Kellen Moore is actually more hands-on, and they cater the offense to Cooper Rush's strengths. When Dak's there, we're a little more we take more chances with that, and a lot of football fans don't know that. Your starting quarterbacks get the full repertoire. You take all the deep balls. He may hold the ball a little bit longer because he's waiting for plays to develop downfield. When you bring your backup in like Cooper Rush, we want to give him quick, easy reads to build his confidence through the game, and then we will get the running game established and then use the play action to use his strengths. And Cooper Rush, he's that guy, man. He's a smart quarterback too, when put in the right position.
So, like, and backup QBs, they do work with the offensive coordinator a little bit more because they're not on the field with plays. So they really can come up with their own game plan with Kellen Moore or the plays that they like for the game a little bit, faster than, like with that, because he's focused on training and building with the team and whatnot.
Exactly. So yeah, man. But Keetwan says, man, give a shout out to Dan Quinn. He be dialing it out. We ain't got to the defense yet. We ain't got to the defense yet. Now, if you want to come on the show, come on the show, brother. We just started. But we gonna give a Dan Quinn a shout out. Always go offense first. Always go offense first. Yeah. So we got you. We'll give Dan Quinn a shout out. The defense is balling anyway. Everybody know the defense is carrying the team right now. And other than that 39-yard run, total massacre last night.
Shot.
Basically.
39 run and that drop by CD.
But going back with the offense. Y'all, speaking of giving shout outs, Keetwan, y'all better give it up for Noah Brown. Stop playing. And who told you first? Noah Brown.
You did.
I was trying to tell him, man, CD is coming into his own. He's finding it. He ain't quite there yet, because at the beginning of the game, who didn't have a problem with CD Lamb dropping those early passes? I did. Come on, CD, get it together.
You can't wear 88 and drop those wide open
You
passes. You
can't wear
can't.
88. You can't
No,
wear 88.
especially when we're trying to keep pace with the Eagles. Ain't no my bad. We gotta make every play count.
Exactly. The Eagles got a 1 AA schedule.
Seriously.
The Eagles got a 1 AA schedule. If anybody looks up the Eagles schedule right now, we got a first place schedule because Dallas Cowboys are the NFC East defending champions. Just want y'all to know that. Okay.
Until otherwise.
If you look at the schedule right now, I could easily go down the schedule. If Philly continues to play the way that they're playing, they might easily win 13 games. They might easily win 13 games. And we need to know that, So, and I don't like them, but I just keep it real. So what we have to do is we have to win, and that's the plan. Commanders up next, one game at a time, get as healthy as we possibly can. But Noah Brown, that's my guy right there. Unsung. He didn't get a lot of burn. He was always wide receiver 5. He made it into the starting lineup this year via injury. But I think when Gallup gets back, Noah Brown, CD Lamb, Gallup, Washington when he gets healthy, a healthy Schultz, and a couple of those young guys.
Oh yeah, we forget about James Washington. He does.
We're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
We thank you. Yeah. Noah makes plays. He runs his routes and he's looking for the ball.
He plays with a chip on his shoulder.
He's looking for the ball, man. Boy went to Ohio State. He probably would have been a high round draft pick, but I think he got injured right at the end.
And he was behind some greats.
But I see a Facebook user, Fly Eagle Fly. Yeah, they flying, but don't let the Jaguars clip y'all this week. You one wing, you can't fly with one wing.
That's the Eagles fan we had on the other day. I think that's him. I forgot his name.
Oh yeah, I forgot his name too. He was an Eagle fan. He was on the show.
I think it's Emily or Emily.
Emil
Brown.
That's who he is. Emil Brown. Yeah, that's who it is. Hey, look. So we're gonna get to the offensive line as well, Keechwan. So right now, I think another thing that we need to talk about, Rodney, is Zeke and Pollard. Okay. Now I've read a couple of blogs where everybody's saying Zeke's time is up. Start Pollard. He should be the feature back. How do you guys feel about that? I just want to know how the nation feels about it. I'm gonna ask you first, Rodney. How do you feel about letting Pollard be the lead dog in the backfield right now?
He is not an every down back. He is a good running back. Good dynamic duo with Zeke, but he's not carrying the ball 300 plus times a season. So I'm
kind of 50-50, man. The boy produces, he produces when of his opportunities. His burst is there, and they ran him some in between the tackles, and it looks pretty good to me. Now, I know money this year won't dictate it unless Zeke just falls right off the wagon, but I wouldn't have a problem. I don't think the Cowboys will do it for team chemistry. You know what I'm saying? I think Zeke will be the starter the entire year unless he falls completely off. However, splitting the carries, the 13 carries, I don't have a problem with one getting 16, one getting 14, one getting 17, one getting, I don't have a problem with who gets the carries. I just need them to make the most of the carries. And it's kind of like ride the hot hand. That's what I am. Zeke can start the game, but if Pollard is outplaying him, then he takes more of the workload. So Zeke will be the starter, but the workload is determined how the game plays out. That's how I'm feeling. How do you feel about that?
I can agree with that.
Okay. Yeah. Keechwan said they work good. I think they do as well, So I like both of them, and I know Zeke going to continue to be the starter. So that's just the way it is on that one. Now, offensive line. Did you see that offensive line?
Yes.
Did you see that offensive line working last night? I mean, a makeshift offense.
Nice they were nice and physical.
Early in the game, though, we did have a little problem. We put the young boy in there.
Holding.
Huh?
The holding penalties was
and he
killing us.
getting the brakes beat off of him. So how'd you feel about that, Rodney? How'd you feel about our run game early in the game?
I mean, early in the game it was a little shaky, but we wore on them as the game progressed.
Right, right. Now, how do you feel about Jason Peters when he came into the game? That's Keetwan wanted to talk about Jason Peters. How do you feel about Peters?
I think I seen a highlight where he did make, a good block, and I think it sprung, I think Zeke for like 20 yards. But then I don't think I seen him the rest of the game.
I think Jason Peters, man, on a snap count right now, because he's not healthy. I don't think he's in shape. I said healthy, but I don't think his conditioning is there yet. But I think, man, when Tyron Smith comes back, Jason Peters gets up to speed. The young boy, our first round draft pick. Ooh, wait.
We got some beef.
We got some. And speaking of Tyler Smith, y'all got to watch this, man. Leave the boy alone. Let him play ball. Watch this.
On third down and 12.
Look out in the front. Look out in the front. The young boy.
Here is a toss to Elliott.
Look.
Third down and 12.
Got another one. And look at the move. See, that's
he
what
caught
I'm
a
talking
couple
about.
bodies. That
That's what I'm talking
physicality.
about right there. Look out there. 24 is going to the ground.
On third down and
Now I'm going to get 22.
12 gets a block.
And I'm that's what you want.
As I'm spinning and falling, I'm trying to get somebody else.
In your lineman.
Gets
You
the first
speed it
down.
up. And Zeke's right behind him. Coming off
Here
there,
is a
pulling
toss
around.
to Elliott.
Boom,
On third
get
down
out the
and
way.
12 gets a block. Gets a first down.
Man, you gotta love this guy, man. Y'all, you gotta love this guy. I'm just saying. I think that was awesome. Young guy getting better each and every. I think somebody else is on here with us. Let me see what's going on. Yes, indeed. It's just, and that's what you want in a lineman. That's what you want.
But that's what
Nice.
they said he was coming out of college.
Right. So I think once we get our alignment where they need to be in place, we're going to be a little bit better than a lot of people give us credit for, man. And I'm excited about it. Gallup coming back, another weapon. If he plays up to form, that's going to open the offense up a little bit. But that running game could take us exactly where we need to be. And we all know where we want to be. We want to go deep into the playoffs. We want to win the East. That's what we really want to do. I mean, for real.
One step at a time. Win the East.
Right. So now that we got the Giants out the way, nothing else to talk about. There ain't but one shade of blue, and that's Cowboy blue. So that's week 3. Let's take a look around the league, though. What game intrigued you the most this week, Rodney?
Well, the only game was, other than the Dallas Cowboy game, seeing the Commodores getting beat up.
You said that's always a special treat.
It's always a special treat. I look forward to that every single week.
I know that's right, especially when the Cowboys don't play and you see the Commodores. Brandon said the Jaguars look pretty good. The Jaguars do look pretty good, man. And right now they're like one of those early season sleeper teams. You never know exactly what's going to happen with those young guys. Play hard, man. And Jacksonville's been stacking up top draft picks after top draft picks. Sooner or later, it's got to pay off.
Yeah.
And Trevor Lawrence is not a bad quarterback. So he's going to lead that team to some wins. We play him. We're going down to Jacksonville later on this year. Brandon Holmes says, what did he say? He said the Jaguars are looking good. Alexander Demiu says the Buffalo and Miami game. I'm glad you brought that up. The Buffalo and Miami game. Because the Cowboys lost to the San Francisco 49ers the exact same way. Couldn't line up, couldn't spike the ball to get another play.
But how about the missed throw, though, before that?
Well, yeah, but the last play of the game is the one. The last play of the game, they couldn't get that snap just to spike the ball. And all they had to do was kick a field goal, they win the game. Yeah, but that throw, that was
ain't nobody talking about that.
Right.
Quite.
Lakeisha says the Dolphins are looking good. What do you think about the Dolphins, Rodney?
Hey, they surrounded Tua by talent. They should be doing this. They should be lighting the scoreboard up and winning games.
Okay. Here's my thing for for a lot of you football enthusiasts. A lot of these teams that haven't been looking good are looking good, but it's only coming off the third week, going to week 4. Do you think any of them can sustain it? That's the thing.
Yeah,
You know,
it's when you hit that wall, can you bounce back?
right. See, everybody's healthy now. You know, your bodies are feeling good. When you get to week 9, 10, 11, 12, and you all banged up, are you able to sustain it? So until Miami shows me they can be a contender, I got to wait. I got to wait till week 9, 10, 11 and see how them wins and losses are stacking up, what that injury report looks like every week, because that determines the game anyway. You know, so Buffalo, I tell people all the time, Buffalo got a stacked roster right now, but they ain't won nothing. And since when, I don't remember. You know,
Never.
right. Now I know the Eagles are running around all cocky and whatnot, you know. Lakeisha, I see Miami losing that luster around week 6. I love women that talk sports. Talk your sugar honey iced tea. Lakeisha, I see it too. Coupled with their schedule. Now the Philadelphia Eagles are running around, running roughshod, talking smack. They're 3-0. I'm gonna tell them the same thing I told the Commander fans after week 1. Super Bowl is February somewhere.
Not in September.
It's only September. We got a long way to go
Long
and
season.
a whole lot of football to play. Right now, teams should be focusing on getting better. Now, don't get me wrong. Jalen Hurts, MVP candidate. I love all of them, but we want all the smoke. And right now, the Eagles don't even play the Cowboys until week 6. Another Commander fan base. They want the Cowboys. You know, they made the shirts last year. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what's up with it. We are gonna see exactly what's up. Now, the Facebook user, I think it's Emil. Emil says we have a trap game against Jacksonville. I said that, Emil. I told some Eagles fans, I said, don't y'all worry about the Carlos Evans. That's who I told. I said,
But that Lions game was a trap game as well, y'all.
Because they should have lost that.
Should have lost that.
But they won. So we won't give them credit for it. But don't look forward to the Dallas Cowboys. Right, you play that. Don't look forward to the Dallas Cowboys. What you need to do is look forward to the Jacksonville Jaguars, because that's going to be your next trip, you know. So Alexander says, I see Miami losing to Cincinnati Thursday night. And that could very well happen, you know. Brandon Holmes says the Lions going to be a tough game too. There are no more easy games. Teams around the league are stacked with young talent. There are no more easy games. But before we get out here, we got to talk a little bit more about some things that the Cowboys need to clean up. Penalties. We cannot stay out of our own way when it comes to penalties, man. And some of it's aggression, and some of it's just silly football play. You know, knucklehead football play. How do you feel about that, Rodney?
I agree with you. It's just seems like the same old thing year in and year out. I mean, if we can clean the penalty game up, some of these games shouldn't even be as close as they are.
Right.
And it would make it a lot easier, especially for Cooper Rush, on second and third down. He can't be first and 22.
Right.
You setting them up for failure. What we need is
Correct.
short downs and play the field position game.
Got it.
If we're driving 80 and 90 yards, you know what I'm saying? It's not good.
I got you.
It can be done to score, but we want to cut that down.
Gotcha. Let's talk about that defense, man. Since we was talking about defense wins championships, man. As Kitwan was saying earlier, man, Dan Quinn is dialing up some masterpieces on defense, man. Every week the game plan is solid. Our defense is playing lights out. What excites you the most? What excites you guys the most about our defense? Rodney?
The open field, like I said before, the open field tackle by our DBs.
Right.
Outside of, Micah Parsons, D-Law, Basham,
right,
Dorrance Armstrong, getting to the quarterback, creating pressures and turnovers. It's just that open field when you right there with Saquon or whatever the running back is, we're making the plays.
Right. I think the thing that excites me is that attacking nature. We coming, you know it. and we just need our corners to hold up for 3.5 seconds. You know, we're attacking. He's sending people from everywhere. You know, that blitzing last night almost perfectly timed. We did leave some gaps in the middle of the field. However, I think he'll clean he'll clean up some of that. But I love the aggressive style of defense because we used to be a cover 3, bend but don't break.
Yep.
You know, and we might dial it up late in the third quarter and have some success with it. But Dan Quinn, when he step off the blitz package is already ready.
Game time.
And I love it, man. He makes the quarterback make quick decisions. Right now, what I'm thinking, Rodney. I need a do-over on the goddamn Tampa Bay game.
We need that team week 1.
Yes, I need a do-over. It was crazy, but I think that Tampa Bay loss is gonna come back to be the a blessing in disguise, wake-up call, and let us know that every week you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready every week, man.
But I love how we responded after that loss.
Definitely, with all the injuries and everything, we responded. We responded the way you want to see your team respond, and our front seven is gonna cause problems for everybody. And listen to me, our front seven,
Commander fans,
they need to listen.
It's gonna be a long Sunday.
If our front seven is gonna cause a lot of problems for a lot of offenses and quarterbacks this year, So I'm looking forward to that, man. Parsons didn't get any sacks, but he had a lot of pressures. D-Law stepped up and was the man of the day, and we needed that. Total team effort. I loved it, man. There's one more thing I want to talk about before I get off here, man. Refereeing in the NFL and most major sports absolutely sucks. There's got to be something done about these referees, man.
And it's blatant that they don't like the Dallas Cowboys, because how is it that you can clearly see him tackle him to the ground? They mauled him. No call.
Exactly.
But you got Jordan Lewis on a ticky-tack illegal touching or whatever it's called. That really wasn't anything.
Hey, the referee is gonna call the game. I just want him to call it down the line, So we finished with week 3. That's gone. The Dallas Cowboys are 2-1, second place behind the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles early in the season. And the Eagles fans talking sugar honey iced tea. However, we're not worried about the Eagles right now. We got the Commanders next. We got to talk pros and cons, because we can't just say we're going to walk in there and beat this out of them, which I think we will, but we still got to talk pros and cons. What are some things that scare you about the Commanders? What are some things you think that need to be high on the priority list?
Eliminating Terry McLaurin.
Right.
He's their best receiver, and he can ruin games easily.
Right.
So I think what we need to do is continue what we've always done. Stay focused, and just create havoc and attack.
Right.
Nonstop.
I think if we eliminate big plays, we're going to be just fine. There's no big plays, no blown coverages in the secondary. Make Wentz's day a nightmare, and their running back as well. He can get loose, so we got to make sure we stay in our lanes when we blitz. But other than that, I'm not saying it's gonna be an easy game, but they're gonna know we were there, and of course, Cowboys to win. But those are ways that they can hurt us, because the Redskins don't have a bad team. They make more mistakes than we do. That's what I'm gonna say.
But we just need to treat this game like it's
it's a rivalry.
Yeah.
It's week 4. We're in Richmond, Virginia. We're in the heart of Redskin country. Even though Cowboy fans are all nationwide, worldwide, but it's a rivalry game for us. It's like the biggest game on the schedule for me, anyway. This is the one I want to win. I want to beat the Redskins, the Commanders, the Washington football team, whatever you want to call them. you know. So now every dog has his day. Wentz good. Wentz does. Wentz is kind of like getting in that Kirk Cousins category. You know, he might suck, but he can put up yards on you if you give him, if he's standing up.
Yeah.
He can put up yards. But the biggest thing to do with problem that we have with Washington is Wentz is his own worst enemy because he takes a lot of chances and he holds the ball too long. And that's what I'm counting on propelling us to victory this week, you know. So Lakeisha has a comment here. She says, yep, no cushion or space given in the secondary. We can't get him air to bleed. That's what I'm talking about.
Choke them out early. That's what we need to come in, choke the Commanders out early and cruise.
Ruth said the refs are pathetic. They need to be penalized for that blatant behavior. I agree. Got to watch Curtis Samuel as well, and he don't hurt ourselves with penalties. Correct. We need to come out, get the lead in the game, just blow these people away. That's what we need to. Division game, gotta have it. It's a must win. No excuses. No excuses. All right. Before we get out of here, who's your Cowboys player of the week?
Cowboys player of the week?
Player of the week.
Player of the week. I'm gonna go with Tony Pollard.
Okay. That's not a bad choice. We're doing Cowboys player of the week for everybody that's tuning in. We got a Commander fan here. Neil says we have to come ready to play. You're absolutely right. Ruth Spears said it's a must win. Lakeisha says she's giving the player of the week to DeMarcus Lawrence. Not a bad choice at all. Darshell says she's giving it to CD Lamb. Okay. And you guys making some great choices. Nicole says D-Law. Okay. I can go with that. I think I'm gonna give my player of the week to Cooper Rush. I'm gonna give it to Cooper Rush because he didn't lose the game. All those other players did exactly what I expected them to do: make an impact. Lamb made an impact. Pollard made an impact. D-Law made an impact. You know,
give it to the whole team.
No, I don't want to give it to the whole team. That's too easy. You know, got to see who really watches the games. You know, so Noah Brown and D-Law, I can't go wrong with that. You know, I want us to beat y'all though. That's what Neil Kenny said. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, you've been wanting that for about 5 or 6 years.
Says, I'm going with Rush. Okay, man. Hey, this has been a week 3 recap. We do it every week after the game. Normally it's on Monday nights, and then we talk sports on Tuesday nights. But since we had a Monday night game, we had to come on Tuesday with the recap. You know, and it's not just about Cowboys football, but Cowboys football is going to be a big part of the show every week. Now, if you'd like to be a part of the show, simply hit me in my inbox. We'll send you the link. We'll get you on screen, and we'll talk football with you guys, man. So, final thoughts, Rodney. What are your final thoughts going into Redskins Commanders rivalry week? What do the people need to know?
Well, what y'all need to know is that we're going to
choke it.
No, but man, what we need to do is we need to come in here. We 0-0. Treat them like they are the Super Bowl champs. Go in there, focus, hit them in the mouth early, and come out with a W.
That's right. Let's see. Lakeisha says one in one hand and poop in the other, and see which one fills up. She talking to Neil Kenny. Oh man, I'm just excited about this week, man. This is probably one of the hypest weeks that you'll ever see from me because I don't like them people, and they don't like me. You know, I want to get the rally captain on here this week. I want to get their number one fan. I want to. Matter of fact, let me see where he at right now. Let's see if we can get him on here real quick.
Oh, that would be crazy.
He might be available. He said it might be crazy.
That would be crazy. The rally captain.
Yo, you available? If he's available, we can get him on here right now. Talk some sugar honey iced tea to him real quick, man. And if not, we'll get him impromptu another night. But that would be sweet, you know. We'll give him a couple minutes to respond. I think also Kellen Moore, you know, keep showing your growth. Keep showing that you can actually call a great football game, a full 60-minute game, and be in tune with the players. And even when Dak Prescott comes back, I need you to keep that same energy, keep that same game plan, that philosophy. Because I haven't seen Cooper Rush have to throw the ball 40, 50 times like Dak has in the past. So we don't really need that type of style to win. People think you always gotta suck it up to win. We just have to be
Nope.
efficient. We just have to be efficient
We don't have
to
to do
win.
that anymore now that that defense has came along, creating turnovers, creating short fields for the offense. So
Now, see, here's a comment that I gotta comment on, man. Neil Kenny says we want to hurt Rush anyway. Hey, we don't do injuries, bro. Like I don't want any Redskins players to get hurt during the game. We want to hit you where it hurts during the game, but we don't want to injure or hurt anybody. We want to sack Carson Wentz 9 or 10 times. Yeah, we want to
thousand
make him
times.
feel the pain. So we don't do the injuries. I don't want any member of any team to get injuries because they suck. So we're not dealing with we want to hurt Rush anyway. And I guess it's a different breed. I'm a Cowboy fan. You're a Commander fan. So I understand it. You're hurting. Your team is hurting. I understand. Y'all had your Super Bowl week 1. I understand that, Neil. It's okay, Neil, if you want to hurt somebody. But have you played sports? So you wanted to see people on your team or the other team get injured? I never wish that on anybody. That's why we pray.
Injured.
That's why we pray. We get on our knees when people get hurt. We don't wish it. Okay. All right. So anyway, I can't get the Raleigh captain tonight, but we're going to get him back on, man. Hey, look, we'll be back with you guys next week. We'll do some impromptu throughout the week. It is officially Commanders Week, week 4, the week that the world has been waiting for. I think one of the greatest football rivalries, if you are in the NFC
sports
East,
history.
in the history of the game, man. This is going to be one. This is like a mini Super Bowl within. If you're a Redskin fan, you already crunked through the roof. Y'all already making videos, making songs. We want Dallas, all that stuff. Let me get my video ready. Y'all already making these videos. You want Dallas. We want y'all too. We really do. We want y'all to. I really want. This is the game we got to win. It's a must win. And that's the face I want to see on every Redskins fan after the game. Go Cowboys. Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in to We Talk Sports Week 3 recap, man. It's an interactive show where you can be a part of it, and you don't even have to be a Cowboy fan. All you got to do is love talking sports, and we'll invite you on the show at any time. Everybody is welcome. Ladies, we're talking to you as well. So until next week, we'll catch up with you guys, man. For Rodney Jones Bay, I'm your host, comedian CJ Richardson. I'm a Cowboy fan. We'll catch up with y'all next week, and we out.